must know before your crisis hits who you can and who you cannot be vulnerable with. Because if you wait till the crisis comes to pick out who you're going to be vulnerable with, the pressure of the crisis will force you to pick somebody haphazardly, and you'll wind up telling your stuff to the wrong person. I don't know if that's ever happened in your life, but I've had times and moments where in my wanting to be honest and be vulnerable and just be transparent, I have found myself to literally be honest with the wrong person and find my business all in the streets. There's a place where you've got to go and you've got to know the people that you could call upon the Lord with and know that's what really the litmus test of brotherhood is like. It's can you weep with those that weep? One of the beautiful things about my relationship with Pastor Jamal is that I could tell him anything. We were sitting during one of the breaks, and we began to share with one another, and I knew that everything I shared with him, none of it was going to wind up on Twitter. None of it was going to wind up on Facebook. He could say with it, because a leader who has no place to be vulnerable eventually implodes. If you have nowhere to take your armor off, I don't care how strong you are, eventually you will implode. David was able to be vulnerable with his men, to weep with those that weep. Let me go a step further. It's not only to weep with those that weep, because some people like misery, because misery loves company. But can you be honest about your blessing with the people around you? Because I don't know about you, but I find that blessings wind up bringing out more of the stuff inside of somebody else. I share with them that I got blessed, and all of a sudden they start to think, well, why didn't they get blessed? You share with the wrong person that you got blessed, all of a sudden they got an issue with your blessing, because the truth of the matter, they might be okay as long as you're down. They just don't like the fact that you got it better than them. Your litmus test of who the people you're surrounding yourself with are right or wrong has a lot to do with whether or not you can weep with those that weep, and if you can really rejoice with those that rejoice. Then the Bible goes on. David has no more strength left, no more tears left to weep. And these men, they turn on him. Because when stuff happens, everybody tries to blame the leader. When good stuff happens, everybody tries to take the credit. When bad stuff happens, everybody blames the leader. And so they turn and they want to stone David. David's worried and concerned. And so he has this moment with God. The Bible says, and he found strength in the Lord. It means that nothing the enemy has tried to take out of my life, he can hold on to when I go after it. You see, my Bible says that my weapons are not carnal, but that does not mean they are weak or void of power. My Bible says that though my weapons are not carnal, they are mighty in the pulling down of strongholds. In other words, even if I can't reach him or her, if I can get to the throne of God, God can reach them anyway.